What about this one, bro?
Cave.
Back 5-0, Dave. This is
Dude.
Now
Really taking it back.
Well, what's interesting is I didn't even realize that this was El Toro.
Yeah, why'd you skate the other side?
The other side.
Dude, because there was a potluck going on. Everything is just always got to be fucking crazy in my
potluck.
There's a potluck.
It was such a fucking dude. This was like the second time I'd ever like skated with like professional dudes in any way. Like, I think the second photo I'd ever shot, like, it's my first time coming down to California, like by myself, as
Psyched.
just trying to come down and do Damn Am. And I rode Flow for like Volcom, so I was staying at the Volcom house and just mentioned that I wanted to go to El Toro and stuff. And then everyone just built like, oh yeah, like, and to me it felt like there's no way out. Like these guys, like fucking big time photographers and dudes are gonna come out there with me. Like I have to do it. Like there's no way out. And it was so nerve wracking the whole time. I'd never even been to the rail. I just started doing salads. Like that trip down, it was all like,
oh shit.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, that's the first part of it. That's just another one of those weird things in my life where I'm just like, how does this stuff, like, this is one of the good luck things. This is one of the bad luck things. But on the way down, we stopped at this 13 rail in Oregon, and I was trying to decide what really good rail, and I was going through what tricks to try, and I had already like had a bunch of crooked grinds, bunch of feebles, bunch of back 50s, bunch of back lips, and I never really saladed like any rail really, and I was like, maybe I'll try one of these, like fucking kind of just thought I'd throw it out there, and I landed it first try, but the filmer was filming Vince DeValier take a piss. And missed it, and so then I was gonna redo it, but then we started getting kicked out, so I redid it while we're getting kicked out, but the filmer was filming Vince dealing with the guy kicking us out instead of me doing the trick again.
No way.
So then I ran up and was like, fuck, get this one, and like went up and did it a third time, so it all went 3 in a row, and that's where it all started, was that session. Like doing that back salad on that 13 3 times in a row was what got me thinking about this whole process. And then at the Damn Am course, they had a big fucking circle rail that was perfect to like practice on. So then that's when I said to someone that I was thinking about wanting to check it out, to back salad, and made the plan to do it on the day of. I went back after this and skated the contest. Like this is Saturday of Damn Am, like left the contest.
Oh, wow.
Check out El Toro, and there's a fucking potluck going on. Everyone's just like, okay, like not gonna work out. And I'm like, man, I don't want to go deal with this whole content. Like I can't even focus on anything till like this goes down. And I actually 50-50'd it with no cameras, like just to show people that like I'm doing this. Like
wow.
You'll never find the clip of me 50-50 in El Toro, but I certainly didn't start with that. And 50'd it, and then they're like, okay, he's gonna do it. And I don't know why everyone says this side's so bad. Like, to me at the time, especially, like, I don't want to be like I'm from Seattle. I grew up skating way tougher shit than you fuck dudes. But like, to me, I was like, man, this thing doesn't even have a crack before the takeoff. Nothing else mattered to me at that time. Like it's rough ground to the last 10 feet, I believe is what it was.
That's what it is. Yeah.
And like, that was way better than anything I was used to at the time. And
so there's no difference between that set and the other set. There's no, except the ground and everything. Like it's an exact replica, pretty much.
Yeah, I believe so.
Pretty much,
it's just the run-ups better on the other one.
See, I had no idea that one even existed. I mean, I just know El Toro, whatever.
But we started getting kicked out like the second it started, and the fence. You see that fence? That was the security guard pulled it across the rail, and Figgy like pulled it. Figgy was there, and David Loy, and Figgy pulled the fence back and was like telling me to go, and I was like, yeah, okay, I'm going. And then that dude ran in front of the camera guy.
Yeah, I saw that.
The guy was so upset about that. Like, I thought it was kind of funny or whatever, but he was in tears. Like, it was.
Damn.
So wait a minute, is this still there?
I don't know.
I don't know, actually.
good question.
Because I'm wondering, because they redid the, they put the skate stoppers on there and like bars and whatever. They messed up the other one, but is this one still there?
They probably did the same thing.
Probably.
I'm assuming.
I didn't even know this one existed. It's crazy.
It's literally like it's
exactly the same.
right there to the right of it. If you're looking at the stair, yeah.
So basically, you back 5-0'd El Toro. Yeah, I mean you did. Yeah, this is El Toro. That's crazy. I didn't know that was that was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that started that started everything.
How old were you right there?
17.
17.
Because wait, did Brian Herman skate that side too? Who? I've seen like one other person get footage of it.
I've never.
on it.
I don't. If I have, I didn't even
tell the difference.
Yeah,
They
I
look
couldn't
the
tell the
same.
difference.
Yeah.
Wow, interesting. Back 5. What?
Amazing.
And you were getting flowed by Creature at the time, or were you on Creature?
Yeah, I was. Well, Creature had like just started. I had a photo in the article, their very first article, even though I didn't ride for Creature at the time. That's when I just bumped into him at the skate park. Another random ass, what the fuck's going on in my life moment. And then I was also flow for Duff's, and like that day or the day before, I met Dave Huang, the Duff's team manager, and like, I mean, he was totally friendly. Like he was perfectly nice guy to me, but I'm just some flow kid. Like he didn't have anything, like wasn't offering anything to me at the time or whatever. And then I came back from this, and the word got around that I just like salad El Toro. And then all of a sudden I had like so many like action from everyone, and like,
isn't that crazy?
Went straight from like Dave Huang came up and asked if I wanted to go. They were leaving straight from there on a Duff's trip. And
Oh shit.
so that's when I went on my first trip with a company. Went with Duff's to Oklahoma and went to the Make-A-Wish benefit in Austin. I did that trip 2 years in a row with them, which was
So sick.
How crazy!
it was really fun. It was really weird for me though, as some like kid from Issaquah, Washington, that had no idea how the skateboard industry worked at all or how anything was going down. And I was by far the youngest dude on the trip, only dude who wasn't 21. So I was a bit of an outcast. I had to get the Dave Huang and Pat Rakestraw took me aside in the van and talked to me like, oh, we could tell like you're having a bit of a tough time out here. Like you just gotta, like these guys have all been friends for like a really long time. And like, you can't just like come in and be like part of their crew and stuff like it. And I've seen this almost go down to so many people, but that was me.
Time.
Like,
That's
and
so
Takes a little time.
I didn't,
Yeah.
I just tried to come in too hot, I guess, and be really good friends with everyone. And they were kind of like, you're just some kid who jumped on El Toro and is trying to like take our job basically. And
That's kind of what it could seem like. Yeah.
It's like,
For
slow
sure.
down, little buddy.
Slow down.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
crazy,
it was a wild one. But I learned a lot.
It's so crazy back then. I mean, even today, it's like one trick to
Yeah.
put you on the map.
So crazy.
That's crazy.
It really is.
This is the trick.
Yeah, the trick is just staying there once you get there.
Totally.
That's a key right there. Straight
Yeah,
up.
like that could have ruined your whole thing when you got in the trouble with the guys like on the road. Like if you dealt with that differently, you might have not be here right
Yeah.
now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like stuff like that
Yeah,
like, goes a long way.
For
Damn
real.
true.
For real.
definitely. I mean, I honestly don't think I was that bad, but I think it was a bit of a.
I think it was the circumstances.
Yeah.
I wanted to
right?
skate way too much, which is.
Isn't that funny?
Like jumping out of the van,
Yeah.
first
Yeah,
guy
I
out
remember,
there
like-
trying to jump on shit. Yeah.
Dude, I remember
culture
getting
shock.
told like we
Yeah.
went to this really rad rail and like Nuge was looking at it and he had kind of said he was over it, and then I said that I really wanted to grind it, and Rodent was like, I'm not trying to throw anyone, these are just stories,
Sure.
and I love all these guys, like, and I understand where everyone's coming from on it, but it's just kind of funny. And it's like, I don't need a photo of you grinding this, I need a photo of Nuge grinding this. Like,
Oh wow, yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
he also told me to go sit in the car until we get to a handrail once.
Damn.
I was doing too many street grabs. This was also a different time where stuff was hated on way like
sure.
you did like I did a lot of stuff that maybe wasn't considered fucking rad at the time.
Right.
And
Well,
there
even
was
like,
definitely a
yeah.
what do you like a standard?
Well, we did the 50-50 body varial like back then. That was like kind of like, whoa, that's kind of random, but like gnarly at the same time.
Fuck yeah.
You know,
Straight up.
but
Now people are doing it.
Damn, that's
left and
pretty
right.
raw though. I mean, fuck,
Yeah.
he's just like, you just go sit down in the car. Just we need to get news here, you know.
Oh
Wow.
my god, bro.
That's the realness sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes the real goes wrong sometimes though, and
When keeping it real goes wrong.
yeah, when keeping it real goes wrong. Yeah.
where is that like button? Right? Is it right here or right here?
Just a little scroll coming down the bottom.
It's
Subscribe.
over to it's on your
It's on my
left.
right? It's on
No,
my
on your
left.
left.
Hey,
Yeah,
hit
right
that
there.
button right there.
Right there.
Right there.
Yeah, please.
The like button's kind of like in the middle there. It's like we're kind of like
it's like right here?
Kind of.
Like
yeah,
right
but
there?
The subscribe's like over to the left.
Like right over there. All right.